SpongeBob, who had never cooked before, actually made a plate of delicious garbage. After eating it, a pungent smell kept coming out of his mouth. Even his pet snail, Gary, was knocked out by the stench. But SpongeBob was completely unaware of this. Walking on the street, he was like a stinky bomb. People who met him fled in a hurry because of the smell. The passing band also suffered from it. All the band members were driven away by the stench. The whole street soon became empty. SpongeBob himself didn't notice it at all. On his way, he found a huge piece of chicken breast. It turned out to be Patrick, who was practicing martial arts. He asked Patrick why everyone was staying away from him. But Patrick, who had no nose, couldn't find out what the problem was at all. He said that maybe it was because the clothes were too ugly, or that he was just too ugly. SpongeBob thought he was joking. Patrick asked SpongeBob to look in the mirror and face the truth about himself. The moment he smelled the stench, even the mirror shattered. SpongeBob couldn't believe that he was an ugly guy. He asked people everywhere. The driver couldn't open his eyes because of the stench. The next second, the driver and the car exploded on the spot. Unable to accept the reality, he played the piano in the house to comfort himself. As a friend, Patrick started to console him. SpongeBob thought that no one wanted to be his friend. Patrick thought that there must be someone who would, because in this way, others could make themselves look good. Realizing that he had said the wrong thing, Patrick told him a touching story. SpongeBob asked with tears streaming down his face, "Have I always been this ugly?" Patrick replied that he had always been ugly. After hearing this, SpongeBob burst into tears. Patrick then came up with a clever idea. Since he was sad, he should shout it out loud. So the two went to the roof of the pineapple to let loose. They told each other about their own shortcomings. After shouting it out, SpongeBob felt much better. The two decided to go to see a movie together. But as soon as they sat down, two fish died of the stench. The makeup of the beautiful woman beside them was even smeared by the stench. SpongeBob fell into deep self-abasement again. He wished he could stay at home forever and never go out again. Patrick couldn't bear to see him so decadent and wanted to help him regain his confidence. He lifted SpongeBob up and asked the people in the cinema if he was ugly. As a result, everyone was driven away by his stench. The two felt hungry and went to a convenience store. But unexpectedly, the salesperson was also driven away by the stench. So SpongeBob took out the delicious food he made in the morning. After eating it, a stinky smell also came out of Patrick's mouth. Then he had diarrhea. After using the toilet, Patrick asked the person next to him for hand sanitizer. The person next to him also ran away after smelling the stench. People around him also began to stay away from him. Patrick was very confused. Then he turned around and found the answer in the mirror. Patrick thought that he had been infected by SpongeBob and became ugly. He put a paper bag over his head in self-abasement and blamed SpongeBob. SpongeBob comforted him with the method Patrick had just used. But Patrick didn't listen at all. He thought that it was SpongeBob who made him ugly. At this time, SpongeBob smelled the stench. He finally realized that they weren't ugly, but that they were extremely stinky. After knowing this, the two happily danced.